All right, I want to start off by saying Brakathea Hawa, Brakathea Hawashai, Brakathea Hawa, Brakathea Hawashai, Brakathea Hawa, Brakathea Hawashai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to the Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath out there listening and learning as well. All right. With that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. I don't want to ratazah. It'll be edifying as usual. I'm going to go in the Rakah Kwadash. All right. This video might be a little bit long because, as you can see, I've got, it's pretty much going to be a land back on a video that Elder Apostle Tahar put up, and it's entitled, The Lord is Not the Author of Confusion, right? And I would highly implore you to go watch the whole video in its entirety. All right, it's very edifying. I even re-uploaded it on my channel. All right, but anyway, I'm gonna play a little bit of the video, maybe like five minutes. So I don't want it to be too long. I'm gonna play it at the end of the video though, because I want a couple of scriptures came to mind. Well, a bunch of scriptures came to mind, and a title came to mind. So like I said, I don't want to write this out to be edifying, right? But it's pretty much gonna be around this lesson is going to be centered around a scripture that Elder Apostle Tahar brought out, and that's where the video is going to cue from. Again, I'm gonna end the lesson with the video, all right? But the video that the scripture that Elder Apostle Tahar is going to go into is Hebrews chapter 4 verse 1, all right? And it says, "Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left of us entering into his rest," right? The rest of what? Yahushai, right? This truth, right? This thing of ours, right? Salvation, right? The kingdom, right? Let us therefore fear, right? That's the key point I want to key into is fear, right? And then at the end of it, that we come short, right? That's what Elder Apostle Horror was keying into, right? We're going to look up that word fear. And again, a bunch of scriptures came to mind, right? So it says, "Let us therefore fear," right? "Lest a promise being left of us entering into his rest," and it says, "any of you should seem to come short of it," right? And that's salvation, that mark, redemption, we're not saved yet, all right? We are yet this day in captivity. We got to give diligence, as the scriptures say, okay, to make our calling and election sure. Many are called, few are chosen, all right? So that's the thing. We got to keep fighting. We got to keep pushing. We're close. Our salvation is nigh. Each day that passes, our salvation draws nigher and nigher, all right? The downfall of our enemy, our redemption, But we got to fear, because at any moment, Yahweh Shem Yahushai could take this truth from us, or could punch our clock, you know, That's the point, all right? Hebrews 4:1. "Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left of us entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it." So let's look up this word fear. In the Greek, it looks like phobia, something like that. Salakia.
Strong's G 5399.
Phobeo. Okay. So let's look it up. It says fear, right? It says to frighten, right? Because where is it? Where is it? We're gonna go through them. We're gonna go through them. But let me not jump the gun. And so it says to frighten, right? To be alarmed. By analogy, to be in awe, revere, okay, afraid, fear, exceedingly reverence, all right? And these are all attributes that you should apply to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And this thing of ours, this truth, it's mercy that Yahweh Shem Yahushai opened your eye, that he gave you this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, this faith. Remember, faith is a gift from Yahweh, right? So don't squander it. Your talent, your gift, that oil, all these things are kind of like synonymous, So you got to walk a tight, like Elder Apostle Tahar said about the women walking on eggshells. All of us, man. The men too. Hey, like Elder Apostle Gabar always says, what's that? Psalms, kiss the son, lest he be angry. We all are worthy of death. We all have fell short of that mark. We all go off daily. None of us are perfect, But this truth, this fighting, putting on as the elect, that this is what made this word, the word taking heed, not just knowing the word, but taking heed, trying to live, rehearsing the righteous acts. That's what, that's what it is, man. If it makes sense, that fear though, it's a healthy fear, but that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, and you can't be lukewarm like the Elder Apostle Tahar said. That's in Revelation. The Lord will spew you out. He'd rather that you are hot or cold. And if the Lord spews you out, you're gonna be beat with many stripes because you knew better. You took your hand from the plow. You're gonna get that judgment. As I'm gonna bring out that you're gonna drink of that cup, which is what judgment. What that is poured without mixture. Anyway, let's keep going because I got a bunch of scriptures. I don't want to make it long. Hebrews 4:1 again. Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left of us entering into His rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. Yeah, because this is not our rest yet. In the kingdom we can rest. We gotta labor. Now is the time to labor. Remember, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is not unrighteous to forget our labor of love that we do show towards Him, man. We're storing up these righteous works, these righteous acts, in heaven, where neither moth or rust does corrupt, Again, and that fear is what? To frighten. You should be frightened of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Okay, knowing the terror of the Lord, man. He El Shaddai, the terrible demon-like power. He's not to be played with, man. Don't tempt the Lord. He's not to be mocked. You should be alarmed anytime you think about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, It says by analogy to be in awe. You should just look at His creation. You should be in awe. You should revere, reverence, and especially His name. Okay, Esau does. Amalek does. They call him Hashem. They won't even say his name. Okay, you see. So the Lord is not to be played with. You should revere Him. You should be afraid of Him. You see? Yeah, He's loving, long-suffering, and all that, but He's not to be played with. Okay? You see? But that's the point. Let's keep going. Let's see. It says Hebrews 10:30. The theme that I had for the lesson was revenge is a dish best served cold, man. Revenge is a dish best served cold. And off of Google, it says the popular expression revenge is a dish best served cold suggests that revenge is more satisfying if enacted when unexpected. Because remember, the day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to come as a thief in the night, man, when you least expect it. When Esau least expects it, man. As it says in Job, when he's about to fill his belly, he's gonna vomit it up. He's gonna be in dire straits, man. And every hand of the wicked is gonna be upon him. Okay, which we know Elder Apostle Tahar always breaks down. The wicked there is the laborers, which is chiefly us, man. You tribes, man, and the other nations. Okay, but hey, when Esau least expects it, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to visit him, man. And He's not going to meet him as a man. You see? So revenge is a dish best served cold. And that dish that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is about to serve up, it's gonna be 2/3 of Yasharallah is gonna drink of that cup, eat of that dish. They're gonna gobble it down. They're gonna get that judgment. Okay, but we don't, we're gonna give diligence. We fear. We don't want it. We don't want that, man. You see? So that's the point. We don't want to come short. We're too close. Victory is nigh. So we can taste it. We don't know exactly when. Only Yahweh knows the exact time. Okay, but we're measuring the time. We know it's nigh. This second lockdown is nigh. This Delta variant, okay, of this thing, okay, they talking about, hey, man, I was just watching on Al Jazeera, man. They talking about people thinking things are going back to normal, but they're being, what did he say, what did the Edomite say? He said, basically, they're being lackadaisical. They said, the worst isn't even at hand yet. That's what the dude said. Maybe I could find it. I hope I'll look for it, Salaki, if the Lord put the spirit on me. But anyway, the point of the matter is, man, hey, all hell is gonna break loose, man. And hey, man, we need that tawah. We need that mark, that hedge around us, man. Okay, and the only way you're gonna get it is through your faith plus your works. Okay, you see, you see, you don't want to come short. Okay, we're too close, so let's keep going, Salakia. Okay, so again, vengeance, right, is a dish best served cold, all right? So let's go. Hebrews 10, and it's going, I don't want to write this, everything will come together when you, at the end, when you hear Elder Apostle Tahar go, and these were just scriptures that I had to keep pausing the video because a bunch of scriptures was coming. I didn't want to lose them, all right? So this is Hebrews 10 and 30, right? It says, For we know him that said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense. And we know that word recompense. Let's look at what the word means, to pay back. Recompense. He's going to pay back. Okay? Recompense. The wicked. Okay? And like I said, the chief that we know, per Malachi, Esau, Edom, they're the wicked. But 2/3 of our own nation are wicked as hell too, man. Okay? It says, in a good sense, to repay, requite. Okay, so it's twofold. Okay, we're gonna get vindicated. The Lord is gonna redeem us. Okay, you see, everything. We're gonna get double everything. Esau's gonna get double on the left hand side. We're gonna get on the right hand side. It says, in a bad sense, penalty and vengeance, judgment. Okay, recompense, payback. What you sow shall you reap. Okay, So again, that's what the Lord is coming to do. Recompense, payback. Okay? Oh, Salak. Okay, Hebrews 10 and 30. It says, For we know him that hath said, vengeance, okay, belongeth unto me. I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. Okay, judgment is going to start with us, with the ancient, the ones of us that know this thing, man. Okay? Yeah, so what about those that don't believe? Okay, you see, that's why we got to be on our best behavior. We got to occupy till the Lord comes. We got to be on our P's and Q's, man. It says, For we know him that have said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. It is a fearful thing, verse 31, Hebrews 10 and 31, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Okay? But call to remembrance the former days in which after ye were illuminated, because we're the true Illuminati. We're the true, because what Yahushua is the true Lucifer, the true light bearer. Okay? You see? It says, but call to remembrance the former days in which after ye were illuminated, you were given this truth. Your eyes were opened. You had the eyes to see, the ears to hear, you had the eyesalve. It said, ye endured a great fight of afflictions. You see? Because you got to endure. Hey, the scriptures say, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Paul said, I have fought a good fight. He's finished the course. You got to fight, man. You got to bear that cross and follow the Lord, man. Walk that straight gate, that tightrope. Walk on them eggshells, man. Keep pushing. We're close. It said, it is a Hebrews 10 and 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, but call to remembrance the former days in which after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of affliction. And you're going to get a crown, man. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. The Lord said, be thou faithful unto death, and he shall give thee a crown of life. Remember, Ezra saw those men. He was like, he commended them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord, man. All right. So hold on. Okay. Um. Okay. Yeah. This was a good one too. It says Romans 12:17. Because I might as well hit that Zephaniah. Because a vengeance belongeth unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? And it's a dish that's gonna get served up cold. You know. You know. It's going when they least expect it. He's gonna catch them slipping. Starting with Esau, Edom, the heathen nations that are confederate with him, and the wicked ass 2/3. Okay, so we just gotta hold on, man. Be patient, endure, take the low. The meek shall inherit the earth. We're gonna be vindicated. We're gonna shine, man. Okay, but hey, we just gotta hold on. Zephaniah 3:8, it says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey." Okay, that's what we're waiting for. For my determination is to gather the nations, in the valley of Yehoshaphat. Okay, the elder apostles to heart is even going to go into that. Okay, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation. That cup, man, that cup, double of that cup. Okay, judgment. Okay, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, his righteous anger. Okay, you see? That I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. Yeah, we don't want to take part of that, man. We've tasted of that fierce anger. Okay, that's why we were brought here to the Americas. Okay, but Zephaniah, Lamentations 4 and what's that, 21 or 22? The punishment of our iniquity is accomplished, man. He will no more carry us into captivity. Hey, now is the grace period. Now we got the doors of mercy are open. Now is the time to, fight, so that we don't taste of that cup, so that we'll be saved out of it, out of Jacob's trouble. But only the remnant is going to be saved, the elect, okay? The ones that are going to be obedient, all right? So it says, "Therefore wait ye upon me." Yeah, don't take your hands from the plow, okay? Don't look back. Don't go back in the world. There's nothing out there, man, but death and destruction, okay? "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." Okay, so let's keep pushing. Let's go back. Romans 12:17. "Recompense to no man evil for evil. It said, provide things honest in the sight of all men. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men." Yeah, because we're not we're the lowly sheep, man. Okay, all right, we're sheep, man. Okay, we're fishing, we're fishermen. We're not in the time of hunting yet. Okay, so it says, "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves." You see, "Wait ye upon me," Zephaniah. Okay, vengeance belongeth unto the Lord. Okay, that dish is the Lord's dish, man. He's gonna serve it up. We gonna eat. We gonna take part of it, But it starts with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, you see. So it says, "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance." The Lord is gonna recompense them. Okay, it's a righteous thing to recompense, to pay. It's a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to those that trouble you. So don't worry. The Lord got us. As long as we do what we gotta do. As long as we do our part. Be obedient. Okay? Okay? So it says, "Dearly beloved," what is that? Keeping the commandments to the best of your ability and feeding the sheep, warning the people, bidding them to the marriage. Keeping that lamp trimmed, oiling your lamp, "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord." All right? So let's keep going. And this is where it was originally written, pretty much. Deuteronomy, straight to the point, 32 and 39. It says, "See now that I, even I am he, and there is no power, no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Yeah, see, it's no escaping Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It's no escaping this judgment. So it would behoove you to be obedient. All right? You can't run from the Lord. You can't run from his judgment. All right? It's no escaping. All right? So it says, it says, see now, Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I am he that and Salakia. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God, no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. It says, for I lift up my hand to heaven and say I live forever. If I wet my glittering sword, all right, and that's the missiles, man, the nukes, the second death, the lake of fire, okay? You see? If I wet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, all right, that's the ultimate judgment, the second death, the lake of fire, ICBM missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. If I wet my glittering sword and my hand take hold of judgment, I will render vengeance and mine I will render vengeance to mine enemies and will reward them that hate me. See, vengeance belongeth unto the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. You see? If I wet, and that's what his determination is in the valley of Hawashapat to gather them. Okay? You see? You see? Hey man. Yeah, you don't want to get caught up in that mix, okay? Let's see. Let's keep pushing. What else did I have? Oh yes, I gotta bring this one out. Luke. Damn. This whole chapter is good. All right. It's about how the Lord is an austere man, which I love, and that wicked servant. Hey, don't hide that talent. But straight to the point. Luke 19 and 27. And you see I got the red letter on, so it's straight out of Yahushai's mouth. But those mine enemies, a vengeance, that's vengeance. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, okay, because you don't want to be obedient, but by obeying the laws, statutes, and commandments, you're bringing your body into subjection. You're submitting yourselves to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You're not doing your own thing. You're not, walking in your own counsel, your own deceit, your own mind, your own lust. You're doing what Yahweh Shem Yahushai wants you to do. You see, He's ruling over you. Okay, but hey, 2/3 they refuse, man. They want to keep on being wicked. You see, being disobedient. It says, but therefore they're the enemies of the Lord, just like Esau, Edom, and the heathens. It says, but those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. That's vengeance. That's judgment. Okay. Let's keep going. It's a lot. Just a couple more. I'm getting straight to the point. Straight to the point. Revelation 18 and 6. Reward her even Revelation 18 and 6. Reward her. It's talking about America, Babylon the Great. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she have filled, fill to her double. All right, that cup is judgment, ultimately slavery. All right, it says reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she have filled, fill to her double. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow, judgment, you see, give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, Babylon the Great, America, the daughter of the Chaldeans, okay? You see, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, Jacob's trouble, all right? And she shall be utterly burnt with fire. That's the ultimate judgment, the second death, the lake of fire, ICBMs. It says, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. You see? And we don't want to take part of that, okay? You see? This whole thing was good too. Man, I don't want to make this too long. I'm going to skip around, all right? So I'm going to start at the top. Isaiah 61:1. The Spirit of the Lord Yahweh is upon me, because the Lord Yahweh hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. That's the good news, the gospel, all right? You know? Repent, the kingdom of heaven is at hand, all right? But you're bought with a price. The price is obedience. You got to make your body a living sacrifice, all right? That's the good news. You know, the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh is upon me, because the Lord Yahweh have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He have sent me to bind up the brokenhearted. And how do we bind up the brokenhearted? With this word, this truth, the whole truth. Okay, you see, to proclaim liberty to the captives, who you tribes. All right, you tribes, northern and southern kingdom. All right, you see, to proclaim liberty. The Lord, only the Yahweh Shem Shai is going to set us free. This word, this truth sets us free. You see? To proclaim liberty to the captives, and we're prisoners of Yahweh Shai. We're prisoners of hope. To proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison. What's the prison house? America. You see? To them that are bound. You see? It says to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord Yahweh, and the day of vengeance, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord Yahweh, and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn. All right, that's the man that sigh and cry for the abomination done therein. All right, let's jump down to verse 7. It says, for your shame ye shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land shall they possess the double, everlasting joy shall be unto them. For I, the Lord Yahweh, love judgment. I hate robbery for burnt offering, and I will direct their work in truth, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them. And that everlasting covenant is the second covenant, the new covenant, which is the laws being put in our inward parts, and then we'll be made perfect. Okay, we'll never go off again. We're gonna get them new bodies, so on and so forth. Let's keep going. It's a lot. And he's talking about Esau, Edom, man. The wicked, man. Start at the top. Isaiah 47:1. Hey, remember the theme, like I keep saying, is revenge is a dish best served cold. Suggests that revenge is more satisfying if enacted when unexpected or long feared. Inverting traditional. Okay, that's the point. It's best. Is more satisfying when it's long feared, or unexpected. Which, hey, that's how Yahweh Shem Shai is serving it up. Long feared, because he's long suffering. It all may come to repentance, but is not slack, as some men count slackness. And it's gonna come at unexpected, man. Esau, when Esau is about to fill his belly, he's gonna vomit it up, man. Okay, you see. His hand shall not accomplish his enterprise. You see? Which is what? The New World Order. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. Salakia. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, is his name, the Holy One of Israel, Yasharallah. Sit thou silent and get thee into the darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Okay? I was wroth with my people. I polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. You see? So, hey, you're going to get double. You're going to get double for that. And thou didst, it says, and thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever. So thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. Hey, that's why shameful spewing is on thy glory. It's going to catch up to you, and you reap what you sow. You see? Neither didst remember the latter end of it. You see? And that's the point. I could keep going, but I don't want to make it too long. That's the point. Okay, let's keep going. And James goes right beautifully with this. All right. It says straight to the point, James 2:13, for he shall have judgment. Who's the he? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? He shall, and vengeance belongeth to him. And where joint is with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? These lowly fishers, these lowly servants are going to become hunters, man. We're going to hunt with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Out of every hole of the rocks, we're going to hunt them, man. Okay? It says, for he shall have judgment without mercy that have showed no mercy. Because Esau, Edom, showed no mercy. He would, upon the ancient, have thy heavily laid thy yoke. It says, for he shall have judgment without mercy that have showed no mercy. And mercy rejoiceth against judgment. All right? So, one more, and I'll close out. Like I said, with the video. Like I said, Salakia was long, but a bunch of scriptures was in my mind, man. I could even pulled more. Like I said, I would implore you to go watch the whole video, you know. But for the sake of time, I'm not gonna play that. All right, just play a portion of it. All right. Again, to go with the point of this cup. All right, Esau's gonna get double of that cup, and the main point is gonna be in 10. All right, Jake 2/3 is gonna take part of that cup. That cup is judgment. All right, that cup is judgment, and ultimately for Esau it's gonna be slavery. But Jake is gonna die and come back in the kingdom in their right mind as newborn babes. Humble. With their head downs. Shamefaced for a little bit. But they still gonna get the judgment of the wicked. They're gonna take part in that famine. They're going to die in the race wars, pestilence, so on and so forth. Ultimately, hey, they might take the super wicked of you Israelites, you Jakes. You're going to take part in that second death, the missiles, the lake of fire. So it says, especially if you receive that mark, you fail that test, that hour temptation that's quickly approaching. All right. So Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, which we know is the RFID microchip, all right, in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath, that's the judgment, that cup that Esau is going to drink double of, right? The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, his righteous anger, because he's not going to discriminate. He's not going to say, "Oh, you're an Edomite." I mean, he's not going to say, "Oh, you're a Benjamite or you're a Issacharite," right? So I'm not gonna. This fire ain't gonna burn your ass up like how it's gonna burn up Esau. Okay? No, it's that you're gonna feel the same. You're gonna get that same judgment, man. He ain't gonna have mercy upon you. Now is the doors of mercy is open now. Okay, the only mercy is gonna be to be delivered out of that salvation. Okay, you see. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, righteous anger. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, the nukes, in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, so that's the point. Revenge is a dish best served cold. All right, and revengeance belongeth unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. I don't want to write this out. That was edifying. Hey, keep pushing, like I always say. And we're close. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Again, I would implore you to watch this video in its entirety. That's Elder Apostle Tahar. The Lord is not the author of confusion. Shalom.
I'll start from the first verse, Hebrews 4, verse 1. Let us therefore fear. And see, a lot of you guys don't fear, and you women don't fear. And look, you better walk on eggshells, you women. It says, let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left. And I'm gonna say this too. You got Israelite men that is in the GMS that are just niggas. That ain't doing nothing. They're doing as least as they possibly can. They have the mentality, if you're in school, they say you're going to have a test. And I said this because I ain't give a fuck about no goddamn school. I said, what's passing? They said 65. So I would study to get 65, 70 because I ain't give a shit. But you got men up in this circle that have that attitude. You know, if I get 65. That's a lukewarm individual. And the Most High gonna get rid of you, man. All you guys that don't feel it no more, just leave. Just go. Just go. Don't even tell us nothing. Just don't come out. Just don't come. After 2 or 3 weeks, we wonder where you at. And we'll say, well, the nigga with the Most High got rid of him. Now you got brothers out there that are weak that you're supposed to work with. If they're sincere, you're supposed to work with them. But then you got niggas. It said, let us, Hebrews 4 verse 1, let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, which is the kingdom, any of you should come short of it. Because a lot of Israelites going to come short of it. We're talking about back in the One West days. We're talking about all you guys that turn your back on the plow. We're talking about all you guys that fell off. They out there, they're watching our videos. And the Most High gonna fuck them up too. Second verse. For unto us was the gospel preached. Now who preached it unto you? Because you got some guys that'll be a part of a camp, former One West on YouTube. Then they don't do it and they go on their own and they do their own thing and they make up their own scriptures. And I'm not talking about one particular group because it's happening all over the goddamn place. Remember, you had men over you. As Lahab would say, you are our fruit. It says, for unto us, and Lahab, you can forget about him. He thinks Edomites can make it. Edomites and other nations can make it. It said, for unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them. All those guys that came into this thing and that turned it back onto the plow and went back into the world, this gospel didn't profit them. And they're going to be destroyed because they came into this from the word go. Not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. So you lost faith. And the Most High is giving you signs. He's letting them chariots be shown, man, where Esau is scared to death. And Esau knows that those are the angels. And they're going to have to fight against the angels. And they know they're going to get decimated. I had to use that word. Decimated. Somebody could look that up and put the definition. I'm not going to look it up. But that's what's going to happen to Esau and his kingdom. His kingdom is going to go, hey, the Lord said, I beheld Satan fall as lightning. What did the Lord see? He saw that war. he saw that war where you had the fighter ships, jets going to defend Esau's kingdom, and they're gonna get wiped out, man. They're gonna get wiped out.
Hey, that's the point. That's the point. Vengeance is mine. Revenge is a dish best served cold. Shalom. Wa abad babal.